shit your car. I'm working on that eventually. Alright. Alright, so this is a nostalgic trip down memory lane.
Hey, I'm Skippy.
Put that away, sir.
Contact my wife, let her know what's going on.
I'm just saying, it's so rude to check your phone while you're doing one of these, and I just feel like you're not being very respectful to the format. And ooh, hello, I'm kidding. So yeah, we just got out of the Terminator 2 3D experience. We're just gonna talk about our thoughts with the original Terminator 2.
Yeah.
When was the last time you watched this movie?
Probably a couple years ago, I think.
I don't even remember the last time I watched it all the way through.
And that was probably a few years ago now that I think about it. Because I remember I got it when they released the Skynet edition on Blu-ray. And I will say this, it's been a while since I've watched the theatrical cuts. Since I've been watching the extended version of it.
Does it add a lot? Does he say kind of a lot?
It adds it adds quite a bit of character development, fixes a couple continuity things, / adds neat little tidbits like,
for nerds! Anyway,
yeah. What was one of the things that they show, how how John knew that, kind of which Sarah was which at one point?
I mean, I'm assuming it's the one telling you to get down while aiming a gun at the other.
But the Terminators can learn.
True, that's a pretty ballsy move there. I don't know, I feel like it's not that... I don't think it learns that quickly, but then again, this is the smarter one.
Yeah.
It's been at least a few years for me too. I honestly don't remember the last time. I know I have it on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Because I think it came with my PS4 or something. But
nice.
Or it came with PS3. Whenever I got a Blu-ray player, I just feel like it just came right with it.
Okay.
So I was like, sweet, that's a freebie. But rewatching it again now after a few years have passed, some things stand out and some things okay, that hasn't aged too well.
Yeah.
For one, I forgot how long it is.
Thankfully for me, despite its length, the pacing is really tight.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about too, because I'm thinking this is a really long movie. At the same time, I don't know what you would cut because all of it seems pretty important.
Yeah.
Even the slower scenes, okay, it still serves an obvious purpose, and something would be lost if it was cut.
Yeah.
So it's it is 2.5 hours, but it's a meaty 2.5 hours.
I think it wasn't quite that long. It was
it's 2:20.
Yeah, 2:15.
Give or take. No, it was 2:20, I think.
Yeah.
Because it started at 6:30, we didn't get till 9, so.
That's true.
So an even 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, anyway, the semantics, I'm sure somebody can look it up online and correct me in the comments, as they're so fond of doing.
That's just what I remember seeing earlier. There was two, this one, I think it was 2... I see 2:15, 2:17 somewhere around there.
Yeah,
either way, we got out before 9, that's the good thing.
Doesn't matter, not a big deal in general.
Yeah,
I'm just a little tired, so.
Yeah, in some cases, it might have been a good thing we didn't see the extended version, because that was over 2.5.
Yeah, because I'm kind of glad too, because I haven't eaten dinner, I'm a little tired.
My dinner was a theater hot dog! Yeah!
I decided I'd rather wait. Rather than pay, $8 for an overpriced, small, cheap-ass hot dog. No, thank you. There's an hamburger right there. I'll drive through on the way back. But anyway, so I was more just kind of studying it from a film perspective, and it's I know what's going to happen in the movie, obviously.
Yeah.
Everyone and their grandmother has probably seen this movie at this point, so it's okay, I know what's going to happen. Let's kind of overanalyze the movie. And what did I realize watching it very early on, and it made me more pissed off at the stupid Terminator marketing campaign they have every goddamn fucking movie they have.
Was how they spoiled the twist in the beginning.
They spoiled the twist! And I'm thinking God, if you went to this movie only seeing the first one, knowing nothing about the second one, that twist is brilliant!
I know! And the funny thing is, I read
it's so brilliant!
Yeah, because obviously the thing is the way they said it, obviously for all you've seen this, Arnie's the good guy.
No, yeah.
Yeah, but of course, obviously, if you've seen the first movie, he's not. And what happens when they send, 2 guys in? One of them is,
he's got more personality. He's talking like an actual person.
Yeah.
When you never actually see him change clothes, you just see him in a cop uniform at one point. So there's nothing saying he didn't just morph into him, which is what he actually does.
Yeah.
You have if you didn't see the stupid fucking trailer for this movie, you'd have no clue this was coming, and it'd be a fantastic, amazing twist.
Yeah. One of the funny things, as a kid, when I saw this movie, I just instantly assumed Arnold was the good guy because He's the good guy.
Yeah, exactly. That's a problem with, like, as you're born into this generation, everyone knows that now.
Yeah, well, also the fact is I didn't see the first Terminator first. I may have, but, like, to a point where I don't remember anything about it, because, like, I remember seeing Terminator 2 when I was, like, 5.
Honestly, I don't think I saw Terminator 2 until I was in my early teens. I think the first Terminator I saw was the third one.
Yeah. You could have done worse.
Yeah.
Like Salvation or Genesis.
I still saw both.
Yeah.
Didn't hate Salvation.
Yeah.
Didn't love it either.
Yeah.
Genesis can suck my balls. Oh, sorry, YouTube. That means demonetization. Fuck you. Little no advertising needs to be placed there for review. That's my blacklisting me, fucking bastards.
Wait, what?
You didn't even hear about the new YouTube bullshit going on right now?
No.
I'll explain later. It's a lot of bullshit. Like they're basically saying if your video has anything that can remotely be deemed as inappropriate, they'll say you have limited to no advertising on your video.
Oh yeah, that thing. Yeah, I know that.
Some means I've had to make several. Problem is like they only manually review it if it's over 1,000 views. So basically, people like me are like, wow. That's just a gigantic middle finger to everyone, like everyone that does this for shits and giggles, huh? Now, I'm not saying I make a lot of money off YouTube, but at the same time, the idea of it just pisses me off. We're like, oh, you small peasants down there, hide in your shitty car with the pile of crap behind you. You're not worth our time. Oh. Now I'm definitely getting blacklisted. Fuck. I'm not gonna watch this. Honestly, I just put a request down, and like a few days they drop it. It's like, we don't have time for this. And they just let it go. But anyway, total sidetrack. But and kind of looking back too, it's also kind of realizing why the T-1000 is such a brilliant villain, and why it still stands the test of time as easily one of cinema's best villains of all time.
Yeah, because it basically pulled off the It Follows thing in terms of just blending in. Like, it was the ultimate spy.
And it's like, you can't fucking stop him. Like, he really does feel like a genuine boogeyman.
Yeah.
In every sense of the word. And the way that a lot of movies that try this fail to capture spectacularly.
Like Terminator 3. Or Genesis.
As far as anyone's concerned, it peaked at 2. There's no other than 2. The other ones never happened. Time loop, all that bullshit.
They're just expensive fan films.
Yes, sure, we'll accept that. There's only 2. There can only ever be 2. It's like the Sith Code.
Or Highlander +1.
Well, Sith Code works better. If we're gonna go on that one. But yeah, because again, who's the one that plays him? I forget.
Robert Patrick.
Robert Patrick does such an amazing fucking job. I've never I can't remember the last time it's been so. Even now, I've ever seen someone running so intimidating.
Yeah.
Because it's just I don't think he fucking blinks in the entire movie.
Oh my god, I don't think he does.
Yeah, like I just realized that just now. I don't think he fucking blinks, which just adds to the inhuman quality of the character.
The closest he ever had to it was when he reforms near the end, just the.
Yeah, but I don't count that.
Yeah, that's why I said it's the closest thing.
But so, like, when he's running at you, he's doing the non-blinking, just steel-eye glare. Yeah. Like, even when he's in the, he's frozen in liquid nitrogen, he still has, like, look like, this is just an inconvenience. I'm still coming to kill you. Even his legs breaking off, like, nope, tis but a scratch.
A scratch?
Your leg's falling off.
Yeah, no, it hasn't.
Oh, fuck, what's the other line?
Yeah, well, look! I've had worse. You lie! Come on, pansy!
Oh, come on, you pansy. Come here, I'll bite your legs off.
Oh, running away, eh? You yellow bastard! Fuck, we need to watch that now.
Right. But, so, like, that's something I realize now. Now, granted, a lot of the effects around him have not aged all that well, with some exceptions.
Yeah.
Like, anything that's done practically still looks great.
Yeah. Also, I will admit, the shot where he just, like, gets slammed face first into the thing before he does, like, the...
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's like, okay, that is aged fairly well.
It's usually when the shots are done quick or when the, like, you can't really tell their age.
Yeah.
Like that or when he's facing through the bars in the prison. That still holds up pretty well. It's whenever he's in that liquid state for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'll still go with it for nostalgic purposes. Like, all right.
Honestly, it still looks better than some like more modern movies did, which is kind of sad.
Let's talk about that too, because this is one thing that like, stands out between why this movie stands the test of time and the other movies don't.
Yeah.
And I know I harp on this a lot. Is the use of practical effects.
Yeah, and the fact that when it did use its CG, it used it very effectively.
Yeah, it knows when to use it, and even then, like, shots you think would be CG are not CG. Like, shot at the very end, when the grenade blows up in his face, he turns this weird, like, mutated monster thing.
Turns into the Thing.
Yeah, basically. Practical effect, except maybe for the face, but, like, everything else is, like, that's physically there. That's why it's so fucking, what's the word I'm looking for?
I'm not sure.
Startling, maybe?
Disarming?
Disarming, thank you. There you go, that works. Literally.
Yeah.
Puns. And why shit like that holds up. And again, like, whenever the Terminator actually has, like, the mechanical parts open, it's actually fucking there. Rather, you make that movie now, in fact, I tried, you just get CGI splooge everywhere. It's just like, okay, it's not physically there.
Yeah.
Even like,
oh, and also when he's like reforming after he gets melted down.
Yeah, it's Mercury. It's like you had to be more creative. You had to actually put an effort. We're like, we'll animate it in post. That's not as interesting. Like, even if it doesn't look, even if it looks really fake or like something, it's still like interesting from a production standpoint. So even then, you still have something to look at.
Yeah. It's that tangibility.
Yeah. And like, in this one's like, we're not gonna CGI any cars. When they crash cars, a car actually fucking crashes.
I'm looking forward to that next Mad Max movie.
Yeah. Will they make a new one?
Well, I know there have been plans. We'll see.
Well, they're making it in our 10 years.
Yeah. Please, George Miller, make it happen.
Feel like George R. Martin. Mad Max is coming. It's coming. It's totally coming. But like, so when they fly a fucking helicopter down in a fucking road tunnel, whatever you call it, they actually fucking do that. And that's why, again, it looks so damn cool. You do that nowadays, they'd find some cheap way to work around it, and it would just look like fake crap.
Yeah.
So, like, now granted, there are some cases where CGI holds up really well. Like, I think the Planet of the Apes movies, the new ones, will hold the test of time. Because, like, even if, like, again, kind of for the similar reasons, even though it's loaded CGI, it's still fascinating to look at.
Yeah, and thankfully they actually took their time with it. Plus, we're kind of at that point now where the CGI is making very incremental improvements.
Yeah, it's definitely approaching the uncanny valley in a lot of ways. Some uncomfortable ways, like I'm looking at you, Star Wars Rogue One. That made everyone uncomfortable.
A little bit.
But yeah, so T-1000 still holds up a test of time. Linda Hamilton, too, is still great in this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I did love the part where you could tell it's getting a little, even the movie's realizing the character's getting a little too self-indulgent with the monologues. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm not sure.
It's the one where they go into the cybernetic guy's house, and they explain the apocalypse that happens, and she starts going as long like, "You men with your penises."
It wasn't quite like that.
I know.
I understand how it could be taken that way.
Well, no, like, even... That's why I lean over, he's like, "We prefer to be called people without vaginas." But it kind of goes with that man kind of monologue, and you just see John Connor in the background going, "Jesus fucking Christ with the womb monologue again." Like, we get it, Mom. You got laid and you had a baby. Yippee-ki-yay for you. You're not a fucking engineer. Stop acting so high and mighty. Not that having a baby is easy.
Yeah. Now I'm just suddenly thinking of Frida Waterfall from Futurama Dispatcher. It shall no longer be called monologue because it sounds too much like manologue.
I forgot about that. So, like, that was the case where I thought, like, I feel like I was kind of little meta humor.
Yeah.
Because then, like, not even, like, halfway the monologue, John's like, "Okay, we get it."
Yeah.
And on that note, there is one thing that's kind of hard to get by in this movie.
I will say this, Furlong, his character is obviously meant to be obnoxious in the beginning and has some growth, which thankfully he does.
Yeah, but that kid is still annoying as fuck.
Yeah. Also, I will admit there are some awkward moments like that. She's gonna blow him away line. It's about the way he said, "She's gonna blow him away."
Oh yeah. Well, now it just takes on a whole new meaning now that we're adults. She does smoke a lot of cigarettes. She's gonna blow them away. Mom, stop. Oh. You're too late, John.
Is he?
Guy in the back.
Is he made of liquid metal too?
You just cooled down from liquid nitrogen, son. It's yet to reform. By the way, you're gonna be, brother.
Oh my.
Jonathan.
Oh my.
Yeah, no, being an adult is fun watching old movies. Like, I still like, even though the effects may not have aged well, I still love looking at because it's so vintage of its time.
Yeah.
Like the war scene at the very beginning of the movie where it's just like all this like pew 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 with like all the lasers and all like the bright purple colors like neon and shit. Like, yeah, fuck yeah, 80s. That was my first thought watching that. It's like, has not aged well, but fuck yeah. Late 80s, early 90s effects.
Yeah,
I'm
we are
so
aware.
down.
We are aware. This movie was made in '92, I believe.
And that's what I said.
But
That's
it's
like,
like-
the 80s lasted for a while.
Yeah, it lasted till maybe '93.
Like, Die Hard kind of revitalized it for a few more years. Before it kind of faded out into 90s cliches of, whoa. That's when Point Break came in.
Yeah. Oh, what was that? What was that line? I'm an FBI agent.
This makes me want to watch the remake again.
Because, like me, they are extreme athletes.
Sorry, I just got a work email. Yeah. Oh, God, that... I've never watched the original Point Break all the way through. I want to.
The original?
Yeah, the original. I know the remake's hysterically awful.
Yeah.
Mostly because, like, you really expect me to take this seriously. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, tell me you saw the honest trailers for the original one, at least.
I have, yeah. I've seen that.
I was like, oh my god, Fast and Furious did rip this movie off!
Yeah. But Fast and Furious is so much more fun.
I don't know, Point Break has some magical moments in there.
I'm talking about the remake.
Oh, yeah, no, hell yeah. Yeah.
I'm talking about the remake, not...
Yeah, there's no denying that.
Yeah, because... it's beautiful! You pretentious shithead. Go smoke your weed and hide in the corner. Let Linda Hamilton blow you away.
Oh, let's see what else. Oh, so of course we also need to talk about the 3D in this movie.
Oh, yeah. Like, it's, like, for the conversion, I think it's fine. Like,
no,
I'm not sure it really adds a whole lot.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's like, it looks incredibly natural, and there are a few times where, like, the shots actually do get some decent pop.
Yeah.
It does have some decent depth throughout, but it's like you said, it doesn't really add anything.
I mean,
to
it's
it.
out of the 3 conversions I've seen, it's better than some of the ones I've witnessed. I mean, it's better than one I say for now, like Never on Elm Street.
Well, because they...
Not Never on Elm Street, Never Before Christmas.
Because, James Cameron spent a shit ton of time on this.
I mean, like, it looks good. Like, it does have a good feeling of dimension. Again, it's just like, you kind of forget about it after a while. It's like, I feel like I don't... This doesn't really feel like it's like, ooh, ah. But it's like, it's cool.
Honestly, Titanic worked out better in those regards.
I can never get myself to watch Titanic all the way through.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, that was one. That was popular when I was a kid, and that was when Leonardo DiCaprio kind of blew up, and I just did not want any part of it.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, I'm more comfortable with Leonardo DiCaprio now.
But, like, in that movie, the 3D definitely helped, because it's that whole idea of, like, the depth and just, like...
Yeah, I can see how, like, it definitely worked in its favor. This one, like, there's no need for it in any way.
Aside from maybe having the shotgun aimed at the screen a couple times. Other than that, it's like,
Yeah, it's cool.
Also, the death of the T-1000, like, that was kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
so there's some cool moments, but overall, it's like, honestly, it's more just an excuse to see this in theaters again, more than anything else.
Yeah. My God, did it sound amazing.
Sounds amazing. The acting's still pretty solid, with some exceptions. Arnie's still great.
Yeah.
I love me some old school Arnie.
Yeah, They basically pulled off a Keanu in Matrix, where they played to the idea of, like, lack of emotionality.
Yeah, in this case it makes sense though.
Yeah, exactly.
And like, you can still tell he's legitimately like trying. Yeah.
Yeah. I do need to show you the extended version though.
One of these days.
Just because it has some good moments in there, like when they teach the Terminator how to smile.
Oh, that's
is
really
frighteningly hilarious.
they like, I would have much rather have seen that than the fucking high five scene.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, that's when John Connor got the most annoying, whenever they try to make him cool.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, he's this hipster hacker douchebag. And then he says, like, hey, whenever someone's giving you a problem, you just say, hey, eat me. Or no problemo. And when you say, you gotta say, hasta la vista, baby. Which is cool when Arnie says it.
Yeah.
But this little punk-ass kid says, like, dude, you're like me trying to act fucking cool. That's like when this is a true story that happened recently. So I went to San Diego with someone I'm dating, and was trying to act cool like an idiot, and I ended up locking my keys in my trunk.
So how are you feeling, Christopher Titus?
It's so sad, because and it was so sad because the keys are in. I closed the trunk, and then you do that panic pat when you're doing like,
Yeah.
and then the eyes go wide as you realize, oh god.
Oh, I've done that more than enough.
And you have to turn around and go, okay,
Yeah.
here's what happened.
I was practicing the Macarena for a competition coming up.
So then it's calling AAA, and I'm like, hi. She's laughing her ass off. She might be watching this, so hi. Because of like that, I think their exact quote was, "This is the best thing I've seen all day."
I'm just imagining this woman rolling on the floor while AAA's trying to jimmy open your car, and you're just...
We were there for like 20 minutes too.
Oh, ignore my riotous
No,
laughter.
it's a funny story. I'm gonna roll down the window because it's hot in here.
Now I'm just imagining her laughing for 20 minutes straight.
It was more just me looking embarrassed for 20 minutes, trying to recover my dignity. Oh,
we all know
man.
that's a miraculous feat in and of itself.
I know, I do my best. I really try. But, again, kind of like this movie, it only fails whenever you try to be cool. Oddly enough, I'm much more suave. I'm like, wee, look at all the cool things over here. Being a total geek. And then I'm like, hey. I think there's a god of, like, embarrassment karma just flowing around my head at all times, going, oh, wonderful caprice, what should happen today?
Hey, it could be worse. It could have been like the Tice thing where he was trying to pull the sheet and popped his girlfriend in the mouth.
Just wait. I don't deny this ability.
I actually did something like that to my ex.
I think you told me about this, actually.
Yeah, where I was playing Guitar Hero, and... and I got broken up with that day, too.
Rough.
I was like, I know that wasn't the reason, but I feel like that didn't help, man.
It definitely added fuel to the fire there. It's like the time I hit myself in the face with my own golf ball one time.
Oh, you pulled off a
That's where I realized my
Major
life.
League 3.
I was more thinking. That's when I realized my life was a Donald Duck cartoon. Because literally, it's like I swung under the ball. The ball flew up, hit me in the face, landed on the ground, rolled right back to starting position. But all in a span of 5 seconds, like, so, that note. Can you think of anything else to talk about?
I can't. It's,
all right. I mean, like,
it's cool seeing this movie on the big screen.
no, I'm glad we saw it.
Yeah.
I'm glad we saw it, which is good because the rest of the week I gotta see questionable material.
Yeah. I can't wait to get the 4K version coming out next month.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we just want to quickly go over trailers.
Sure.
Because I got some new ones in here. A lot we got before, like
Death Wish.
Yeah, Death Wish. And I got this trailer before. It's like it's an Eli Roth film, so
It's like the only thing that would give me any kind of hope is the fact that Joe Carnahan wrote the script.
I mean, I do kind of like Bruce Willis just kind of going, just keep doing what you're doing. All right, sure.
But this is not the movie for that.
I don't.
It's like
I haven't seen the original or familiar with the original.
I mean, the original isn't amazing, but, you know, it is a good little revenge piece, and just, it's supposed to be like one of those...
those are kind of a dime a dozen now.
Yeah, it was a decent one of its time, though. I mean, Charles Bronson, of course, kind of made that movie.
Well, yeah, it's
Also, Jeff Goldblum has a cameo.
Of course
he
does.
stars as a thuggy rapist.
I have a hard time picturing that.
Yep, he killed Charles Bronson's wife and raped his daughter.
I still have a hard time picturing that.
Understandably so.
I don't know what to feel about that.
Yeah, no, I guess when you see him, when he looks like someone out of the Warriors, it kind of makes a bit more sense.
Okay, maybe, but I still think of like, hi, I'm gonna kill you, and
Well, I know he didn't start doing that till...
That's all I can think of, though.
Yeah, it was... I want to say The Fly?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hi, and welcome to Brundlefly. I'm going to show you what flies do.
Speaking of Jeff Goldblum, we did get the new trailer for Thor Ragnarok in this movie, which first time I've seen this in theaters.
Oh, I'm so excited for that.
Yeah, again, like, one thing, it does kind of concern me this movie only has an hour and a half runtime, according to the director. But
as long as it's...
It's like a shortest runtime of any of the Marvel movies.
Hey, as long as it's fun, that's all I want.
Yeah, true. And of course, this one's like the most controversial because the Hulk actually talks in this one.
Well, I know he's talked before.
Like in actual more conversation-esque, I think, in this one.
Yeah.
Is what they're implying, which I'm perfectly fine with.
Yeah, it's like if you didn't have an issue with that with the Avengers' Mightiest Heroes, then...
Well, that's a cartoon, to be fair. You can establish that early on, and it's fine.
True.
It's more like it's the first time he's actually done one live-action movies for a significant amount of time.
No, I admit that. I know that. But it's like...
I love the Hulk in that show, too.
Yeah.
But
we're both like fire. Yeah. I'm like raging fire.
Like me, like smoldering fire. And I just know, like, I almost feel like a Star of the Bed's like, can we have the Hulk punch a fire demon? Sure!
It's like, he talks about he's a raging fire, and then we see him attacking a Balrog.
Yeah, and actually, that's actually, back in the comic book lore, that's actually, what's his name? Surtur, the fire demon. He's actually a pretty big deal.
No, I'm sure he is. I just think he looked like a Balrog to me.
Yeah, pretty much.
I know that's Lord of the Rings only.
No, that's actually, that character's actually a big deal. It's a character that's meant to bring around Ragnarok.
Well, to be fair, there are a lot of big deals in the Marvel movies that aren't big deals.
I'm gonna look up the exact name, because it's gonna bug me now. But yeah, so I'm really excited for that one. Of course, I'm really looking for who's playing Hela?
Kate Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett. I'm really looking forward to her. Surtur, that's her name. Surtur, the fire demon. He's basically like kind of like Asgard Satan.
Yeah.
Minus actual Satan in the Marvel Universe. There's like 5 of them.
Okay.
There's that, and there's Mephisto, if you want to get weird about it.
Oh, I remember him from Ghost Rider.
Well, the actual Convergence has some weird moments, too. It's that whole taking Peter Parker's marriage away thing.
Yeah. Which
we don't talk about ever. That still makes me mad. It's been like 10 years, I still haven't gotten over it. Or not, I don't anyway. So I'm really looking forward to Thor Ragnarok. That looks really good. Then we got The Foreigner, which also looks really good.
Yeah, we talked about that plenty of times.
Yeah, American Assassin.
Talked about that one plenty of times.
We got the new Blade Runner trailer. Which, did they change the name of that recently, or is it... Okay.
It was always Blade Runner 2049.
Oh, okay, I guess that's...
Yeah, that I'm excited for. Again, it's got the director of Arrival and...
Yeah, so, like, which ending are they going with for this movie?
Knowing Ridley Scott, they're probably going with his final cut.
That's what I'm thinking, too, because, like, if so, then it's like, so is he a replicant in this movie?
I believe he is.
Okay. And how long does it take after the first movie?
When was that movie made? It's like 35 years old, right? So let's assume... I'm just gonna assume 2014.
Maybe, because that means that character's way past his lifespan, which I'm guessing is probably the 1982.
Yeah, okay.
Which is probably why, like, the character's such a big deal in the movie.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, I feel like they're gonna do the switcheroo where it's like they made it seem like he's a replicant and then he's not.
It could be they do a.
But at the same time,
thing.
He's supposed to be like he hypothetically would be some super advanced model.
Yeah, like, maybe? I don't know. Like, it's one of those things kind of up, and I guess we'll find out when we see the movie. Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's any, like, final answers. Nobody knows, so I guess we'll find out when it comes out later this year.
According to Ridley Scott, he is supposed to be a replicant.
Okay.
And, although Harrison Ford disagrees with that. He's like, why would you follow a fucking robot? You need to have one human character, damn it!
Terminator, motherfucker!
Well, to be fair, you also had the humans thrown in there, too.
There's humans in Blade Runner.
Apparently not anymore.
But the most interesting characters.
Oh, no one's more interesting than frickin' Rutger Hauer in that
I have
movie.
announced this on a side note on the Blade Runner movie. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. There's another side note on that. It's like, I have a hard time taking Jared Leto seriously after Suicide Squad. Mostly because every time I see him now, all I could think of is him going, "Look at my amazing acting! Oh, I'm so method! Use condoms! Oh!"
Jesus Christ.
Oh, come on. Joker was totally tweaking his nipples in the back. Why do you think he looked like this?
Jesus Christ.
I can imagine anything else now. Every time you see this picture, it's Joker tweaking his nipples. That's what he was doing. So, I don't know. This one's, I don't know. I still like Jared Leto's. I liked him in, what was that Matthew Broderick movie? Not Matthew Broderick. No. Matthew McConaughey. Dallas Buyers Club.
I still need to watch that one.
He's really good in that movie.
I know he's a great actor. I just think he was in the wrong project for that one.
I think he's really pretentious.
But damn it, does he get results 9 times out of 10. Guess what that
one is really painful to watch, though. And he's apparently renewed his contract for other movies, too. It's like, fuck, we're stuck with this one.
Yeah, like I know they're doing that Harley and Joker movie.
We're stuck with, if you weren't crazy, I say you're insane.
All right, what's next on the list?
Sorry. I watched the extended cut. I watched his scenes in the extended cut. I was like, oh, fuck off. You pretentious asshole. State of mind. Yeah. Did you see those scenes?
I have not.
You probably wouldn't have as adverse reaction as I have, but anyway. Then the last one we got was for Kingsman 2.
Right.
Which is another Red Band trailer just so they can use the word fuck.
Yeah, it's like, what is the point? He's like, remember when Red Band trailers showed gratuitous violence? And
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of worth it just to hear Channing Tatum go, fuck yeah. So I'm not kind of like that.
Right.
And there's like one guy getting sawed in half.
Yeah, but there's no blood.
Well, kind of. Like a rim, maybe.
No, it was probably cauterized.
Yeah, that's, you have to assume so.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Terminator 2 in theaters, is it worth it?
I wouldn't say in 3D, but like I said, it's really fun. It's really good to see it in the big screen, just because, always wanted to see that, like, get that extra oomph.
Yeah, I'm glad I saw this in theaters. It's an expensive ticket, but if you're like looking for some nostalgia and you're willing to drop some money, I'd say it's a worthwhile experience. I mean, there's a reason it's a classic.
Yeah,
and it still holds up pretty well. So, yeah, I think that's it for this one. So I think later this week, I still got to see Hitman's Bodyguard, so I'll probably do that tomorrow.
Okay.
You down?
Assuming I'm free, maybe. I'll let you know.
Alright, sounds good. And then, whatever the fuck else I gotta see this week. What's even out? Oh, I gotta see Leap. Hey, Matt, you busy?
Or.
Or.
What was that other one that came out? Birth of the Dragon.
Fuck! That's the one I forgot! Fuck! Gotta see that. Damn it. This is what I get for having a series of good movies in a row. I was like, I'm gonna have a hard time feeling on my worst list this year. Then Emoji Movie and Girls Trip, and which apparently is not. I do not have the popular opinion on that one.
Yeah, I will say on the penis thing though, the fact they said like, oh look, penis, that actually was the mentality for that. They was like, it's like when we made that, it was like, it's a dick, no big deal.
Wait, which one?
For Girls Trip. And when they showed the dick, it's like the whole point that was like, it's not meant to be a big deal. That was the whole thing.
I don't even remember what you're talking about.
You mentioned something about like, oh look, a penis. They did one of those situations. I had something to do with like a male stripper or something like that. You mentioned it in the review.
I'm sure I did. I just don't remember the context.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't really just want to remember anything about it.
I think I blocked a lot of it out.
And I don't blame you.
God, that went on forever. Yeah, then there was like Girls Trip, Emoji Movie, Yoga Hose, it's my own fault. The Dark Tower, The Nut Job 2. Detroit was good.
I still need to see that one. So did you see that with
Yeah, we
With
saw
Ron?
Ron, yeah.
Cool.
We caught like one of the last showings before it was heading out of theaters.
Nice.
So that was worth the trip there. I mean, granted, there were some good ones. Like Atomic Blonde was okay. Annabelle was okay.
I heard that was a considerable improvement compared to the first one.
Oh god, yeah. Significantly. And then
Really want to see Logan Lucky. I heard that was fantastic.
Logan Lucky was pretty good. Me and Howard saw that. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
There's some great fucking jokes in there. Which I'll tell you my favorite when we turn the camera off. But in the meantime, so see you later.
I don't want to get any spoilers on that one.
No, it's one joke. You gotta hear one
Okay.
joke. Because I don't know how much longer it's going to be in theaters and how much time you have.
Fair enough. All right, we'll see you guys later.
See you guys later.